My name is Lena. I'm UVSA Gulf Coast Secretary, and I'm a senior at UL studying kinesiology.
Hi, I'm Min Hu, and I'm 44. I'm almost a native here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Came here when I was 7 years old, one of the boat people.
He's my dad.
And friends. A dad and a friend.
Could you hear me? Okay. He's about to go into meditation.
He's about to go to sleep.
Probably whenever we have like one-on-ones, he'll come into my room at night and he'll be like, "Hey, are you okay?"
Spend time and talk to her about things.
I like it whenever, like at night, you'll come into my room and we'll just have like conversations like we usually do. Whenever you ask me like what I did today and like how I'm feeling.
I think that's part of my job, to see how's my daughter feelings and what's she doing during the day, or I guess.
So what'd you say? What was your favorite thing to do with me?
Just spend time, quality times, just anything, I guess.
Yeah, we went to the park before this.
See, a bit messy sometimes, but I mean, she's too busy in school, and I can 100% that feel for her.
Gosh, okay, so whenever it's like 6 o'clock in the morning and he goes in and out of the house, he doesn't realize that he's slamming the door. So anytime he goes like in, it's like whoosh, and then when he goes out, it's whoosh. And so like in the morning, it kind of wakes everybody up. He didn't realize it until he's like, "Oh, sorry," and then he goes about his day. I told you about this the other day, or actually last night, whenever I was trying to take a nap.
Oh yeah. Sometimes like I'd be waking up too early, and kind of not just her, probably my wife complaining about it too. But I gotta fix my habit, I guess. But sometimes it can be messy.
My room.
Yeah. But I can I can totally understand, because with the school and all things that busy in life.
Like Lee's favorite thing to eat would probably be like bun sale or anything with like that coconut. But his favorite thing is probably like jiao, like jiao zhang, which is just plain. Like he could eat that every day.
I think that the Vietnamese dish is her favorite is bún bò Huế. Yes. I don't know. She just eat anything. She's very easy. So I think your favorite food is bún bò Huế.
Yeah.
And to me, you are easy to feed, I guess, and you eat anything.
Oh, I said that your favorite food was jiao zhang. And that you don't like bun sale or Chinese buffet and too much like grease, fried foods.
Yeah, she can cook if she want to, but she's been busy lately, and she can cook pretty good. Whenever Jimin busy, and sometimes she cook for me vegetarian dish and others. She can cook. Yes.
He can cook. Can he cook well? No. So we have this like running joke in our family, and like anytime my mom cooks, it's like all gone. But if my dad cooks, it's like it'll still be there, and then you're lucky if you don't get diarrhea. But I still try to eat it.
I think you can cook. Sometimes that if you're not busy, you would cook for me and stuff like that, and I really appreciate it, because sometimes I'm very busy. Yeah.
So we both know the answer to this question for you. You can cook, but you give us diarrhea. And I told them about how you like used to make me the smoothies in the morning with like the kale and stuff. And after the first two, I was just like, I can't do it.
But pretty much simple. That's why I kind of throw everything together and just cook it. And not too worried about the taste. I'm more about like
He's
health.
like,
Yeah, health.
he's like, okay, I see vegetables, I see meat, I'm gonna throw it in the pot and it's gonna be good. Yeah. So he was going to get his motorcycle endorsement, and so he passed his the written test really like with flying colors, but the driving test, whenever he was like starting the moped or the motorcycle, he almost ran into the lady. He almost ran the lady over.
Oh yeah, yeah. And she let me pass too. I guess she don't want to take another chance. I don't see anything that you embarrass me or anything about anything, I guess. Yeah. I'm so proud of my daughter. Just make sure take good care of her and being funny around her. And just be a super dad.
We're the same person. Like we'll have the same mentality about things. Like we're always like cracking jokes, so it's basically like talking to the same person, but he's like older.
Okay, I kind of like this question. So,
What'd you say?
I said, what you like about me is, being responsibility for you and the family, and try to be a super dad. And, so how do you feel about me?
Well, we have this like father-daughter relationship, but we're basically like best friends, and that we're like joking around the house. And Mom, she'll just be like, "Hi, Jack on my." My dad's side of the family is very traditional, so he taught me a lot about our culture, not just about the food and everything. It's important for a person to know where they come from, and in like the Vietnamese culture in general. Just because he's not one to just like tell me about it, it's something that we do every day.
I know she can speak Vietnamese and write Vietnamese, and she more Americanized because she was born here. But as far as represent, she do. I think she do well. It's always room to improve. On most of the young generation they don't know a lot about our culture or the history of our culture. So I think Lena need to work a little bit on our history. Yes.
Daughters have to speak, read, and write. So I'm really thankful for that because I can still talk to Benoit, and I can communicate with like other people around me. It taught me to be proud of my culture.
Yes. Study more of our culture to know where we came from, and so we can pass it on to our next generation and keep the culture. I think it's very, very unique. Yeah. Matter of fact, since you asked me that question, I dedicate a song to her. I Love Her First. I don't know if you ever heard that song, but she always my everything since she was born. And like she always sleep on my stomach, and when she get up, she always mess with my face, and I couldn't sleep. And I said I appreciate it every day that I have her in my life.
Paint his nails with like this nail polish like set that my mom gave me, and it was like a pink glitter, and like he actually kept it on.
When you always sleep on my belly, and then Daddy had to work at night, and then you always mess with me.
Like crawl on your belly, and I used to like mess with your cheeks and your eyes and your nose and stuff. I would say be a leader and not a follower, and to be true to who you are. no, back, put it back on. When I was growing up, in school, when I was in elementary, we would bring lunch to school, and it would be the traditional Vietnamese food. And in middle school, I would start packing my own lunches, and it would be sandwiches. And he noticed that, so he took me aside one day, and he was like, be proud of who you are and where you come from, and be true to yourself. So don't be a follower, be a leader.
Be herself.
I said that you taught me, you always taught me to be a leader and not a follower, and to be true to yourself. To be true to who you are. So that's the things that
That's the most important thing in life. If you can't be yourself, then you can't live right. You can't live your life. You live somebody else's life. So the most important thing is to be yourself and better at yourself every day. Don't limit it. Don't limit yourself to a certain point, because we are unlimited. Really proud of her, of how she treat the elders and respect the elders and help out the community.
Y'all trying to make me cry. I'm really proud to be his daughter because he's so compassionate for others. He's very understanding, he's very patient. It's one of the big things that I admire about him because he's taught me to be compassionate. So in his everyday life, you can see he's appreciative for his family and what his parents have done. He's really close to my grandma, as am I, and he's taken in people off the street, and he's given them a place to stay, helped them out in any way that he could. I'm proud to be your daughter because you live your life the way that you taught me. So that people, if you ask them who is Minh Huynh, the first thing they would say is he's always willing to help others. And then I said that you're very appreciative of your parents. And you can see that whenever you go over to Benoit's house, because you make sure you call her every day, you go eat with her and things like that.
Make me want to cry. But I pretty much feel the same way. I told him that you're very respectful to elders, and that I'm very proud of how you be participating in the community and try to give a hand to the community. I think you will be a good role model for your young generation.
Do you want to go first or do I go first?
It don't matter.
I love you because you're my best friend. I know that I could talk to you about anything. So if I'm having any problems or I'm just going through stuff and I just we don't even need to talk. Whenever you come in our room, I just hug you. And you're always patient and understanding with me, no matter how hard-headed and stubborn I can be. And you don't give up on me. You're like a broken record that even though I get tired of it, you just keep telling me, to guide me to the right path. So I love you for that.
Thanks. Part of any parent's job to get their child be ready for their real life or their journey, to get you on the right road and prepare with all the tools that you need to get on the real life, real journey. But as far as me, I love you just the way you are because you're my daughter, and not only you, but I guess I love everybody.
Not just you, but everybody.
You're my whole life. Yeah.
I'm hungry.